Bologna.
Oh, my little hungry one, open up a package of my bologna.
Name me one creative genius that doesn't have a checkered past involving alcohol,
Huffin' medicine.
and drugs.
I think Madonna's a bad influence on you.
What?
No offense.
What's up, guys, and welcome to the Beer Popcorn. And today we're gonna talk about the movie Weird, the Al Yankovic story. Let's go.
2, 3.
Baby Al is sitting at the dinner table with mom and dad. His mother criticized him for his favorite Hawaiian shirts, which he hides in the children's bedroom.
Your dad and I had a long talk, and we agreed it will be best for all of us if you just stop being who you are and doing the things you love.
The father criticizing the boy when he's putting his own words into some famous songs.
Amazing grapes, how sweet the juice. It tastes so good to me.
Stop! What in God's name are you doing? Those aren't the right words.
But everything changes when his mother secretly buys Al an accordion.
We'd like to buy that accordion.
Mom, you need it?
How do you feel about an early Christmas present?
Yes!
As a teenager, he sneaks out of the house to attend an illegal polka party where he gets the chance to play his favorite instrument. The audience discovers the special talent in his performance. And then through the thorns, Al flies straight to the stars after a landmark meeting with a future mentor in the person of Dr. Demento.
My song was actually a big hit on the Captain Buffoon show.
What? Oh, Captain Ben, get this young gentleman a record contract this very instant.
A comedian, disc jockey, helps Yankovic become the most famous musician in the world after the first chords of his accordion.
Keep singing, I love Rocky Road. So won't you go and buy half a gallon, baby? I love Rocky Road. So have another treble scuff with me.
The comedy refers to the career of a real-life musician, Alfred Matthew Yankovic, aka Weird Al Yankovic. In the 80s, he found something very fresh and unusual, occupying an unexpected niche of parodies of popular English language hits. He has revoked the lyrics of Bob Dylan, Queen, Madonna, The Kinks, and many other artists.
Another one rides the bus, and another comes on, and another comes on, another one rides the bus.
The tracks sounded close to the original, but their meaning changed. From simple and funny,
As I walk through the valley where I harvest my grain, I take a look at my wife and realize she's very plain.
to accurate social political.
And we all agree to be frenemies.
I would work with our allies in the Middle East.
Yankovic played spoofs on accordion, which made him seem even more of an outstanding musician. The secret of Al's popularity was that he simply allowed himself to be himself, a funny accordionist in a strange outfit and an artistic inventor who recomposed cool tracks, keeping their style and adding his own uncomplicated but unique touch to the heart. The king of this genre has won 5 Grammy Awards for his compositions, and his tracks regularly hit the top 40 of the Billboard Hot 100 list.
Just certified quintuple platinum. Simply by taking well-known pop songs and changing the lyrics, Yankovic has taken the world by storm.
For an American pop culture, Yankovic is a real phenomenon. Our viewer can be convinced of this at least after listening a small part of his performance in films, series, and animation that are significant for United States. Family Guy, for example.
All right, that'll be 10 cents. Chris, pour the man his lemonade.
I can't! The lemonade tricked me and got away!
Lemons are God's children!
The Simpsons.
Weird Al Yankovic!
Homer, Marge wrote me about what happened. And as soon as her check cleared, I was on the first reasonably priced flight here.
Did you ever get the parody songs I sent you?
Naked Gun.
Pictures of me to sell you lousy newspapers. Frank. Sure, you think I'm a big hero, the man of the hour. Well, do any of you understand how a man can hurt inside?
Frank, they're not here for you. Weird Al Yankovic is on the plane.
The movie Weird is co-written with the director Eric Apple and Yankovic himself, who shared stories from his childhood and early creative years while working on the script. The picture turned out to be very funny and sometimes absurdly touching because of the family and friendly scenes. Surprisingly, Al himself chose Radcliffe for the lead role, and Daniel definitely didn't lose face. It seems that few people doubt that Radcliffe is not all an actor in the same role as the boy who lived, Harry Potter. He has already demonstrated his talent, including in the comedy genre in the TV series. A Young Doctor's Notebook, for example.
Doesn't it work? No, it works. Then I'm doing it. It has to be better than Gargle and Drops.
And Miracle Workers.
There's this young woman that I've come to know recently.
You should murder her.
But no one has ever seen such Radcliffe, with an afro hairstyle, funny aviator glasses, and a Havana t-shirt. However, in the movie with Al, a curious effect is created, because of which it seems that the more strange the fact, the more believable it looks. It is not necessary to wait for reliability, but it certainly will not do without a fan, and the viewer will be only happy to be deceived by the fact that it was Michael Jackson who parodied Beat It on Yankovic's track Eat It.
You won't get no dessert till you clean off your plate, so eat it.
Madonna entered into a sexual relationship with Al.
So, what brings you here, Madonna?
Oh, I was in the neighborhood. Wanted to see if my map to the stars' homes was accurate.
So that he would remake her hit Like a Virgin.
Like a surgeon. Hey! Cutting for the very first time.
Here you go, baby.
Somehow I made it through. I'm just an intern, I still make a mistake or two.
And the story of Pablo Escobar is a separate song.
An international drug lord, Pablo Escobar, calls Weird Al his favorite musician.
Oh, Ricky, you're so fun, you blow my mind. Hey, Ricky. Hey, Ricky.
But in the same time, like any other parody that is based on something traditional, the biopic is based on the classic conflict of the fathers and children, in which simple or cruel parents do not take the talent of the future artists seriously and advise them to stop doing what they love.
You think you're gonna stop me from playing? You'll see. One day I'm gonna be the best. Perhaps not technically the best, but arguably.
And Al's open addiction to drugs and alcohol is reminding us of a Jim Morrison from The Doors on stage. In addition, like Yankovic himself, who all these years made fun of modern pop culture, with his parodies, the film makes fun of show business in general. One star suddenly shoots out and remains on Olympus for the whole world for many decades, like Madonna. And the albums of another artist are buried in eternal oblivion somewhere in the far shelf with the dusty cassettes for radio stations. And sometimes even the parody version stays at the peak of fame, longer than the original. This is the end of this half-fictional strange story of Al. Nevertheless, you can discuss for a long time what is fictional in the biopic and what really happened in the life of an eccentric musician. But we suggest discarding all these thoughts and just laughing at the accordionist with a mustache and his girlfriend. Thanks a lot for watching. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you liked it, and see you in the next episode.